Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We are getting a new update to the game much sooner than we thought in 0.3.1 because the developers have decided, and rightly so, that they want to make some serious changes to the mechanics of the way that the end game works, and I am all for it. Every single thing that they're introducing right now is a positive in my book. It's going to make the end game way more fun to play. So let's go through this real quick so that you can understand what's going on and why it's important. First and foremost, alchemy orbs are getting a change to where you can actually use them on blue items now, which is going to make them a lot more useful because, as you can see here in my stash, I have accumulated 135 alchemy orbs because you can only use them on normal items, and I don't pick up normal items. So, kind of pointless to even have these if you can't use them on anything you're picking up. So they've made it so that now you can use them on magic items, which is going to allow you to use them far more often. You might be more tempted to pick up blue items that have, an interesting thing that you might want to do, and it'll give you 4 new rare modifiers so that maybe you get something really cool. The biggest thing, though, that they're updating is the way that towers and tablets work. They're basically making it where you don't need towers anymore. I don't know if they're going to remove the towers completely, but they are making them pretty much irrelevant at this point, because now the way that it's going to work is that you're going to go into your map device, you're going to go into a map that you want to do, and there's a new little option down here that allows you to put tablets directly into the map instead of the towers affecting what you're doing. So you can put your you can put your waystone in here, and then I think up to 3 or 4 tablets, 3 or 4 tablets in each map, and then the effects of that will be applied to your map as you go, rather than being stuck in an area where the tower is or whatever. Like you can actually just go, you can actually go straight in a single direction, never deviating off your course if you don't want to, and you're still going to get all the benefits of the tablets that you pick up because you're applying them directly to the map rather than slotting them into a tower. So all of us who have been complaining about towers and the way that that works, we're going to be much happier now because we can apply, it's going to be much more like Path of Exile 1 with the scarabs, where you can choose what you want in your map rather than being forced to stay in an area where you got lucky and things happen to work out for you. So that's really, really, really nice. The other change that they're making is that they're going to make every zone have a boss. So most of these icons and stuff are going to go away because you're able to apply things yourself how you want it to be. And even every zone is going to have a boss, so most of these won't have the little boss icon here. The boss icon still will appear, but it'll appear on maps where there's some kind of a special boss that you're going to go fight. So you'll still want to work your way towards those, but it won't be nearly as prevalent as it is now, where you're wanting to stay in an area because, oh, there's a bunch of boss fights here. You'll be able to see, oh, well, there's a boss fight over here, so let me just go straight towards that, get this guy, and then go straight toward that and get this guy, and just keep going off in whatever direction that you want, without having to worry about getting stuck in a spot because, oh, this is where all of my cool stuff is. I think that's a really, really great option for making the end game much more fun to do. I'm not going to worry about the additional modifiers and things that they've added here. You can read through this and choose which one you want to do, but the tablets are going to have a few more new things that you can add to that. Another big thing that they've said that they want to change is the map size on some of these maps that tend to be very big and long and take forever to get through. They're going to reduce the size of a lot of these so that you can spend more time killing monsters and less time running. You know, even with the sprint, some of these maps still take a while to, you go off to one side, kill a bunch of stuff, and then you have to go off to the other side and kill a bunch of stuff, and it just kind of sucks. So reducing the size of these is going to really help out with a lot of different things like that. They're increasing the spawn rate of citadels by 66%, so hopefully it'll make being able to do arbiter runs a little bit faster. And they're making some changes to the trees, specifically in making it so that you can have some different changes. You can read through this yourself if you want to figure out what exactly you want to do, but this is the change that is happening. The biggest thing for me, outside of just the towers and tablets and the alchemy orbs working very well, is this last item here, this other improvement. One of the biggest things that irritates the hell out of me with these maps are movement impairing effects, and the fact that they're changing it so that at the very even if they left shocking and ignited, just the chilled ground here being changed so that it has 60%, at least 66% of the ground effects currently covering the ground will be removed. It makes it so that my biggest complaint with going through maps is just things that slow you down. Temporal chains, I don't run maps with temporal chains, and I don't run maps with chilled ground because they're just all over the place and you're constantly getting slowed down by the freaking chilled ground. And the fact that they're drastically reducing the coverage of that might make it so I have a lot more waystones available to do, because now I don't have so many patches of ground that I have to worry about avoiding. And that's really one of the things that have been irritating me with running different maps. Temporal chains, anything that like slows you down or makes your action speed slower or any of that kind of stuff is just unwelcome completely, and anything they can do that will reduce that is really going to make gameplay feel a lot better. So that's mostly what I wanted to talk about. The things that are important to me, you can read through the patch notes yourself to get individual things about what the devs are saying about this. But the big things I want you to take away from this video are alchemy orbs are able to be used on magic items, which is going to highly encourage you to use them a lot more. Towers are mostly going away, and you're going to be able to use tablets directly on maps. You'll get 10 uses per tablet, and then it becomes destroyed. But you're going to be able to directly juice your maps exactly the way you want to, rather than having to apply 1 or 2 things to something that's in a small little area, which is going to allow you to go in a straight line more, which is going to give you more chances to spawn citadels, which has been boosted by 66% based off of this line here. Map sizes are going to be dropped by quite a lot on some of these maps that are big and take forever to get through. And then obviously there's some tree changes and other things that you can check out on your own to decide whether that's important to you. So hopefully all that made a lot of sense. Hit the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, join as a member for early access to videos among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.